on, yo, check it. Weak heart and stout heart. But when we talk, no dog bark, cause we are the original concrete art. You want proof? Now this is concrete proof, Lord. Hey! Launch an attack, oh make we launch an attack. Launch an attack, oh make we launch an attack. Launch an attack, oh make we launch an attack. Launch an attack, oh make we launch an attack. With the word from we mouth, the meditation from we heart. Say that we are gonna use and tear them apart. We cut and stout heart. With them your kind of lyrics, we go mash them heart. Like time for we have a revolution. For Babylon, them a keep up corruption. And them a holding at the jail in a detention. And them a shoot up the youth and it no mention. Come and say every day we get up and we grumble. And all we do just a sit down and humble. We too soft. And black people come for be a tribulation. And black people come for fight liberation. And black people come for be a tribulation. Black people come for fight liberation. I say we tired for run and we tired for hide. Time for we get up and we fight for we right. Tired for run and we tired for hide. Time for we get up and fight for we right. Me say people, are you ready? Blow!
We're not change, Solid as a rock. Yes.
Today, tomorrow.
Yesterday I said bongo man, dread I, Rastafari, roots. I talked about Garvey, Pan-Africanism, socialism, Nkrumah, Ghana, Nyerere, Tanzania, Castro, Cuba, liberation, struggle. Yesterday you said bongo man, Congo man, primitiveness, dread, outrageous, ignorant, roots, foolishness, Garvey, no big thing. Pan-Africanism, socialism, irrelevant. Nkrumah, Ghana, Nyerere, Tanzania, Castro, Cuba, catastrophe. Liberation from what? Struggle, subversive. Today, I say what I said yesterday. Today, you say, bongo man, Congo man, dread, I, Rastafari, roots, culture. Garvey the greatest, Pan-Africanism, socialism, relevant. Nkrumah, Ghana, Nyerere, Tanzania, Castro, Cuba, phenomenal. Liberation from neocolonialism and capitalism, struggle for oneness. Tomorrow, I'll be saying what I said today, what I said yesterday. Tomorrow, will you say what you said today or what you said yesterday? Yesterday. Bongo man. Today. Tomorrow. Bongo man. Dread I, Rastafari. Forever.
We all have to have that respect for each other. Usain Bolt got bronze in London and some are saying sellout.
Elaine Thompson lost the race, well, if a negative remarks, yellow. Won't expect, sure respect, car, history was created. America bowed down to a legend, honor, greatly appreciated. Hey, not just locally, but globally, Jamaicans did it, precisely. Keep your negative remarks to yourself and don't even get close up with it. Be proud of who you are, I am the great one. To all our athletes and icons, I say congratulations. You see, the problem I encountered every day with my own race. But mine and envy, smiling at my own face. Sneakingly, creepingly, wanna take my own space. Mankind so unkind, ignorance frown face. Love has gone below 0 degree, frozen, cold state. Pensive in my thoughts, mind traveling zone space. My girlfriend won't even have sex with me, vex with me, says she want time alone space. Me try to get attention or attention, focus on her phone face. Nowadays we can't even relate, but display more hate. Anger escalate, too much alarming crime rates. Your moral slowly deteriorates, and that concern me. What kind of society gonna exist, say about 2030? Me no know. Social media is like cancer, feeding on your souls. Implemented to prevent you from achieving on your goals. Illusion and confusion make you losing what you own. Don't lose yourself, be yourself. Remember you're not alone. So Wagwan, can I get some love now? Oh, sorry, I guess you love your phone. Most of us now understand how essential life is. We sit down and waste time and I know what time really is. If only you understood how powerful your mind is, perhaps you'd comprehend how nonsensical it is. Marcus Garvey say unite, so why we separate? Why we still a fight? Why so many hates? Can religion and politician make my people elevate? Like morally I'm saying one love, them I go tired for see me face. Tell them precisely. As a people we have to know if we pull together. You know unity is strength and we still have to have that respect for one another. Respect to my kids, Naisha and Johnny. Respect to all of the heroes. You know the pioneers, the veterans, the athletes, all musicians, filmmakers, poets and entertainers. You know, we in this thing together so we have to unite and make this world a better place.
Without confidence, you're twice defeated in the race of life. But with confidence, you have won before you have even started. Let me take into the halls of Timbuktu, when the teachers were you and the scholars were you. We mapped out the stars, knew when the comets flew, traveling the 7 seas on a rendezvous. Way before Marco Polo and his crew even knew the sky made the sea blue. Before they found out the world was not flat, we were building pyramids and practicing Mahat, using compasses and sketching out maps, walking valleys and climbing snow caps. When white guys were in caves taking naps, we were throwing dice, we were playing craps, reciting poetry and spitting out raps with a graceful bow as the audience claps. Back in the days when we praise Amen Ra, back in the days when we raised by the law, showing respect to our ma and our pa, saying good morning to elders we saw. Before Genghis Khan was taking lands, before Farrakhan was preaching Islam, As-salam, you alaykum. We were saying peace unto you, brother man. So why enslave my people and take my lands? Take my treasures, put them in Buckingham, in Vatican and Smithsonian. Told me I had no civilization when I is the king of this creation. We were going to space before they went to the moon. Living in castles with 1,000 rooms. By the river Nile waiting for a monsoon. The banks will overflow and the flowers will bloom. Harvest the crops April, May, June. Bury our pharaohs in golden tombs, and if you open this tomb, your life will end soon, like a curse from King Tut or Hatshepsut. So, come follow me back into the past, into the pyramids where spells are cast, where the pharaoh's treasures are great and vast, hieroglyphics on the walls forever last. I went and took up a mask. Asked master, what's my task? Hold a meditation and I hold my fast, and I hope one day to find my path. Conquer my desires, control my wrath. Jump in the Nile, take a spiritual bath. Car my master has the eyes of the heart. See if I'm wise or just plain smart. I must be humble to develop my art. From the book of the dead, I will never depart. Know all the ways from the end to the start. Read my books, watch people's looks. Penny their motives, they could be crooks. Lurking around on the low down, but I know they're coming cause I hear the drum sound from deep in the jungle where the tigers live, where yin and yang meet and we live positive, where yin and yang meet and we live positive, where yin and yang meet and we live up. So without confidence, you're twice defeated in the race of life, but with confidence, you have won before you have even started. The Right Honorable Marcus Mosiah Garvey, Jamaica's first national hero. Don't forget it.
Yes, greetings, and welcome to Dub Days right here on Memories Hometown Radio. Yours truly, Roger Konkrete Hasfal. It's another day, another interesting evening here on the Dub Days right here on Memories Hometown Radio, because today we'll be having a very special guest, very special guest coming forward, and we're talking about none other than Yasus Afari. I will be speaking to him in a couple minutes from now. Of course, we'll just, share Yasus' journey along the way throughout the years scene, and we're glad that we have the man himself on Dub Days today, and of course following up with other interviews that would have done in the past with legendary poets. And, Yasus continue along that line. So we started off, yesterday, today, and tomorrow. Yeah, man, the great father of dub poetry, Uko Onoro, saying the same things that he was saying yesterday, the same thing that he must say today, and the same thing when he must say tomorrow. Amaziah the Great. Yeah, spoken word. And of course, Hapshetsu, with Glorious Past. So, you don't know. Glad to be here again, as we say. And in a short while, we'll be kicking off things with Yasus Afari. In the meantime, we will continue with some more dub poetry, starting with the work itself, because we're going to use this to introduce the man himself.
Now some people feel say you have to look work, but I can make work. Can work a free religion, from Genesis to Revelation. Hear me, man. Some people love it, I go, them no want work. Steep on the corner whole time of flirt. Want to collect and still no want work. Then what kind of man that you know say them a jerk. Them the kind of man that you know them no word. Teeth for your pants, free for shirt. Even the bad man get up and work. But if you no work, you must not a jerk. You understand? Work. You want to go a London. Work. You want to go a New York. Work. You want to kill poverty. Work. You want prosperity. Work. You want house and car, bike and van. Precious Susan and the one named Pam. Chain no neck, ring per hand. Jump and check out for you must understand. Work. You want to go a London. Work. You want to feed your children. Work. You love humanity. Work. You want prosperity. You have to have a plan and an intention. Bad boy business to no mention. For them there's a thing a show moderation. You a walk and a beg, along out your hand, but you have to resurrect. You dead ambition. Work. You want to go a London. Work. You want kill poverty. Work. You want prosperity. Work. You want have a future. Work. You want feed your children. Work. No watch you from a them on the plantation. Put food on table for big happiness. But we can't take the hunger and the starvation. For sufferation lead to malnutrition. So come back to set up a production plan and listen to your parents' instruction. One cocoa full the basket. Every make a muck. I say gin time. It have to save 9. Procrastination is the thief of time. Work. You want to go a London. Work. You want to go to Africa. Work. You want to go to Canada. Work. You want to go to Japan. Work. You want to have a future. Work. You want prosperity. Work. You want to feed your children. Work. people love the idle, them now want work. Step on the corner whole time and a flirt. Want to collect and still now want work. Then I what kind of man that you know so them a jerk. Them the kind of man that you know them the word. Teeth for your pants, brief and shirt. Even the madman get up and work. For if you not work, you must turn a jerk. You understand? You want to have a future. You want prosperity. You want to feed your children. You love humanity. You want house and car, bike and van. Precious Susan and the one named Pam. Chain on neck, ring per hand. Jump and check out for your bus understand. You want to have a future. You want prosperity. You love humanity. You want to save your children. You have to have a plan and an intention. Bad boy business do the mention. But then there's a thing I show destruction. You a walk and a beg along out your hand. But be happy resurrect for your dead ambition. You want to have a future. You want to feed your children. You love humanity. You want to have a future. Do what you father them on the plantation. Put food on table for big happy name. Cause we can't take the hunger and the starvation. A separation lead to malnutrition. So come make we set up a production plan. And listen to the parents' instruction. One cocoa full the basket. Every make a muckle. A stitching time. It have to save 9. Procrastination is the theft of time. You want to have a future. You want to kill poverty. You want prosperity. You love humanity. So people love the idle. Them now want work. Step on the corner whole time and flirt. Want to collect and still now want work. Then now what kind of man that you know so them a jerk. Them the kind of man that you know them the work. Teeth for your pants, brief and shirt. Even the madman get up.
Yeah, man, them no want work, man. You better work.
You understand? You want to have a future.
And this is with great pleasure that we now introduce the man of the moment himself. Yeah, man, legendary one himself, Yasus Afari. Yasus. Welcome, brother. Yasus, unmute. Yeah,
Sorry
man.
about that, yes?
Yes, sir.
Yes, man. Give thanks to brother, original concrete asphalt himself.
Straight.
It's an honor and a pleasure to connect on the hometown radio.
And it's an honor and a privilege for I and I to be speaking with the man still, you don't know. Because I'm going to tell you a little story. There was a time, when I and I just come in at the poetry business as a youth. And I listen to the I. You know what I used to call myself? Eh?
No?
Roger Afari.
I lie.
Yes, man. There was a time when I said Roger Afari.
So Roger, I
yes,
take case now, I know the idea. Now you keep that secret so far, me in the public, you can't dash it out, so.
I tell you, man, for real, man. Yes.
Well, listen, me, man. On the eve of the last month of the year, man, is an eye-opening revelation that we give thanks. It make it even more special.
Yeah, man. When we just start sight up enough little things and, and I hear the man works and I go through. There was a time, man, when I saw it did I go, man. Yeah, man. So for real. So it's, as I say, a pleasure to have you on the program here tonight. And this is a program now where we like to go way back, So way back to, tell us about your early years, where you were born and, growing up as a youth and, from them time there onwards into, late youth years.
Yes, my brother. Here what I know. Me born in a southeast St. Elizabeth, A general community is called Rosal, but our little village now, they call it Hamilton Town. But in the typical Jamaican Saint-based tradition, we rebrand it in the tongue of the people, so they call it Hambreton Town. One room, mud house, thatch, kick and buck floor, jealousy window, dab and wackle, so latrine round a corner there, so butchery, kitchen, barbecue, tank, hog type and tree, go look hog feed and goat feed and go look firewood for cook. Go a tank, okay, water, go parish tank, okay, water upon your head, come forward in the yard. the regular thing, climb tree and them away there. The difference is is that, you know, what parents teach me, particularly my mother who fathered me. She teach and I, you know, speak the truth and speak it ever, cause it what it will, them kind of positive reinforcement. They hold up your head no matter what. If I want suit of clothes you have, you know, you wash it and put iron a fire and starch and press it and look clean go on a road. If I want cup of water you have, you use half and wipe down the essential places with the soap soddy night and then you wring out that and dry down the essential places. So nastiness, you know, is no excuse for that, and poverty is no excuse for that, and you know, so we get them groundation there. So that was in St. Elizabeth. We attended Rosal Basic and All Age, and then Junction Secondary, now BB Co Comprehensive High. We got a scholarship, technical high school scholarship to the St. Elizabeth Technical High School States.
Yeah.
Little after Ainika Mosey, who we talk about that hopefully later on. And then we work with Jamaica Telephone Company after States. And then we got a scholarship from the Jamaica Telephone Company Cooperative Credit Union, and we studied engineering at the then College of Arts, Science and Technology, now called University of Technology. And so while I was at States now, you know, especially the fact that we were grown up that kind of way where, you know what I mean, we don't have no electricity, no running water, no electrical appliance. The first time we get radio in our yard, me and my brother and my cousin them take off the back of the radio and look for the smart way inside the top. You know, kind of vibration there. And so when I was at States, I was asked to write I was asked to write a poem for an O-level project. That time we used to do AEB, Associated Examination Board, which is the technical equivalent of the O-level.
When was this?
I wrote a poem now called The Traveling Sun, because I had a fascination with the sun, and me thinks that the sun, me now listen to what them I said, to me the sun I move up and down.
Yes.
You know them way, so me call it The Traveling Sun, and the teacher, Mrs. Olga MacDonald, the English teacher, she read it to the class and said, this is a very good poem, you must continue writing. So that was what informed and inspired the impetus and the appetite for poetry. So we wrote poems while at telephone company. I was published in the Jamaica Lines magazine and campus news while at CAST. And then now I now became the vice president of the student union. And the vice president of the student union is responsible for social and cultural activities on campus. Right. And we did a fundraising event for the commerce department, and I performed on that event. And boy, the feeling I get in terms of preparing for the presentation, the performance, the feeling I get while on stage and the response as a campus personality after that performance, boy, I just figure say this is it, you know.
That give you the impetus to that the foundation to really say this is something that you can continue forward into.
Yeah, I'm going to tell you a little bit of information now. Yes. While I was at telephone company, me get a vision. It wasn't like a sleeping vision, you know, like a daylight vision, like just a moment of enlightenment. And me get a vibe say, me if leave the work and go a CAS, and while at CAS, I'll find something to lead me through life. Me share it with quite a bit of the people who were around me at the time.
Yes.
But because I was involved, I was gaining interest in the union movement. Based on I represented the interest of the worker at some important junction.
That is a telephone company.
Them start boost me up and I say, yo man, you for be the union delegate. So we started wondering if we will get involved in a union work while in the student union, and then after back at telephone company, work in the union, and that would be it. I wasn't sure. I was just thinking. But me get the feeling now, based on that event that I've just alluded to.
Yeah.
That this is it. This is how me did say. This is how the vibe did I tell me say me I go find to lead me through life, and that is exactly what has happened.
So I just want to clear up something. The union, as in terms of telephone company, and the students union. You was trying to. Can you differentiate both?
Yeah, because the student union is just the body, the goodie that represent the student interest with administration and so on.
Right.
So you had the president, the vice president, the treasurer, secretary. And so they look about the welfare of the student. If there are issues that we need to discuss with the administration in terms of the student rate, the rate, life on the dorm, boarding conditions, security at the campus. if you fall foul of the administration, then the union would represent your interest, the best interest with the administration and so on.
Yeah.
So the workers union now look about, the interest of the workers and the work is salary, and if you strike, if you do go slow, when you negotiate a different deal with the BITU or the NWU, whatever it is. So I kind of was just wondering and thinking, we couldn't fathom our picture. What is it that I would find to lead me through life? I was going to study engineering. So, I mean, so it was obvious was that being something different. So I was just wondering, because I had a friend called Lloyd Smith. He was in the union as well, a very close friend. He's from our community as well. And he always tell me about, the work I'm doing in the union. So I wonder if there's a link and there's a point of convergence. And so, it didn't happen that way. I'm just saying that when I was on stage, both preparing, I know how it go, when the flyer go out and man, I say, wait, you know the thing go. And when we are rehearse and then man, I say, wait, blah, blah, blah. And then after the event, we get a good, I was a campus personality, so people are full anticipate the performance. They're like, nothing. And they know the place wreck.
Yeah. All right, you know, stick up in right this. Stick up in right this. So how far you reach in the whole engineering early ambitions?
Well, I work with telephone company as a telephone technician.
Yeah.
And so I didn't study telecom. I did some courses at CAS. That was where I get the intrigue with CAS in telecommunications.
Right.
And I turned out to have been one of them top people. I was a technician and stuff. But I decided I want to do something different. I wanted to, I remember at States I did mechanical engineering, not automotive engineering, mechanical engineering. And so, I developed an interest in industrial instrumentation. And so we studied industrial instrumentation. After CAS, I worked with JPS. But by then they start spout me locks. And the first day I did the interview at JPS, I started working the same day.
Oh.
This was in 1985. And that was a kind of weird thing. Because you do the interview the same day, you start work the same day. And either them overconfident or them desperate. Them put me on a live unit.
Right away.
So me had the potential to blow up
right
Jamaica.
Them throwing at the deep end right away. Them throwing at the deep end right away.
They threw me at the deep end right away and they asked me if I can swim. So anyhow, you suppose they can swim still, they would have thought, so never like that never happened. So maybe they were right.
Yes.
But why I'm saying this now, so they invite me for lunch now, the work of them, happy for a young youth coming at the system and thing. But the man them disrespect me.
Oh.
Every man at the dining room table order pork, brother.
Oh.
I'm just back my chair and a screw. I really disrespect him. I say nothing because I still want a little work and know the thing go. And I said to myself, say, them brother I deal with. My whole vibe change. I'm not a good pretender, So I'm a screw, you go see that. I'm not hide that need, I'm not afraid and you can't bully me or intimidate me. So I kind of back my chair and that time I used to eat cheese. I just buy a thing, I order a thing. And a piece of cheese. And I just back from the table and eat that. And I get up and I say, yo, I walk left them fool here,
Yeah.
And that made up the two.
Wow. Firm in your conviction.
Yeah, man, because we not look friend, my brother. Now we not look no enemy neither. Disrespect that, because if me invite you in a space like that, them time I used to smoke herb. It took me a light up a spliff just did so. My mother never see me light a spliff yet, bro. Yet still she knows so me deal with herb. Right. So in a sense, me not expect them to insult her integrity and dignity them with it.
Sure.
We look and then for add insult to India. I mean the rock same time still, But when we get to find out now, sure the man at the table no go there with them locks and them bow them up,
Oh.
So the same thing, they try with that, because they come to me and say, you're a good worker. Why you know this cut your locks and become permanent? And I say, I did so now, I say, so I walk left them fool.
All right.
I'm walk left them. I don't really disrespect them, but that's how I feel at the time. So I tell you how I feel at the time.
Yes.
And then I say, I have to go back on the work thing, And but the struggle get away and I find myself with the last $300. And the woman with the monks at the time said, no food in the house. And I said, boy, I can't use the last $200 I go supermarket because I don't go sell no ganja, I don't go beg, I don't go thief, I don't go borrow, I don't go less than my dignity allow me to. And me this me just go in the cupboard and in the fridge and rustle up little rice left back here, so little cornmeal, and me just mix up everything in one, and me put some little half a cabbage and half a onion and couple pig of garlic and
a whole heap of nutrition that, man. A whole heap of nutrition that.
You better know that too, and like a peas in the too, and me just go up on the papa tree and pick up a green papa. That me never do it yet, but me always I hear about it, so me say this is the time to try it. And guess what me know? Me just go a ward avenue, a smoky street, and buy some crafting and make some. Cause remember say me do metal work and all kind of thing and architectural drawing and technical drawing. So me just use that skill set transfer there and build some things and bag and belt. And remember one teacher say, when me tell her, say, me feel like me I'll do some crafts. She said she want to buy me first handbag. So the last change I me get back from out of $300, me take it out from Mike Town in a little off of the highway of Mandeville, and me just go to Manchester High School and ask Mrs. Farbs, the lady name.
Yes.
And when she come out and me tell her, say, that I mean, I expose my thing in it, well, in a bag and thing. And she said, wow. And then she said, but you know, so me not get paid, me not the money. And the woman, she said, me have to take up me jaw off of the ground, me jaw drop.
Yeah. Wow.
And she said, she see it, you know. And she said, me soon come. And she go, I don't remember a teacher name, but the Spanish teacher. Very tall and stately lady. She about 6 feet 2 inches tall. Me remember she come out and she take the money from her and she give me half of the money. I skip go home, you know. Because if she never pay me would have to walk back to Mike Town, you know.
Mike Town, which part?
And I did. All right. I mean, if you know Mandeville, like your company bypass Mandeville before you reach.
Mandeville. Yeah, man. You can't leave it there. So Mandeville,
right. But it's a little distance still, a good way to walk, you know.
Good walk, so, yeah.
Me would have walk still, because I don't go big no drive, no nothing. But,
yeah, all right.
But happily, you know, and then I did it so. Between me and my brother, if I cut the argument short, you see that $300 there?
Yes.
And that set the thing.
Yeah. You always you always will make that as your reference for the change.
Always, because me could have said more to you, we don't have the time, but when I say to you, when me tell you that a man like you and your listeners who would have listened to a program like this, them know what we are talking about. Yeah. That set the thing, bro. That are the cornerstone. We set the thing. And me as a youth, me not really prostitute my thing. Right. And me not beg, me not bribe, me not thief, me not bring down people. Yeah. And so, in other words, no other $200 they do it. Me never take a loan for the day me born.
Wow, look at that. Yeah. So Yasus now. So the casting now, as I wrap up that side of your life, you know. Just take us through the cast years and then onwards.
Boy, my brother, you know we go states, and you know so the entire the states and stats and veer.
Yeah.
The original technical school, them we come in like at them at the feeder school for cars.
Yeah.
So you have that aspiration. Some of you know about and the teachers' colleges them, but the youth them were the technical subject and that our thing, cars. Right. And so it was an achievement and a good vibe. So it was States was an exemplary period of my life. Yeah. And very special. CAS is the other side of that at a more mature level. Because we never do more than a year at telephone company. So we started going CAS when we still late teens. And then so me a rural youth. We started being in Mandeville from about 1979. So but we grew up very sheltered. So we boarded on campus. So that was when they went to rag people and all them things there. So that was an interesting experience. We hold it out still. And you know, we were a campus personality because we had the reference point of our work. I was on scholarship, so we have a food. Yes. And so we never dusty. Yes. And we helpful to the other youth. Them. Remember a youth named Wesley Samuels. They never give no room and I'm a warrior. And me just defend a mattress and put it under my mattress at daytime and nighttime. We take it out, put it on the counter and make him sleep. So a nice vibe. We started Rastafari during them time and start growing lax on campus. That was a little new in the 80s and cook and start become vegetarian. That time we used to eat fish and some other little things, but we are vegetarian. That was a bit novel to us too as well. But we were always able to apply ourselves. So, you know, I was a good student and me had a run-in with Dr. Alfred Sangster to the extent where him and Mavis Gilmore strategized for one whole day how to expel me. And them never succeed. And Dr. Sangster become my friend. till
Got that.
not so long ago, him give me a letter of commendation. He was at the book launch at the UA for overstanding Rastafari Jamaica's gift to the world. One of the
Yes.
few times when I wear my locks open and I him the right beside me, say, must say, boy, the people must be saying you convert me, all kind of stuff. So so that was an interesting experience,
Right.
and you know, campaigning on campus and being entrepreneur. Me are the first man to make a profit at the freshman fit. Cause
Yeah.
most man just drink out the fit man fit and pocket the money and me say, yo, me not depend that. When my friend them come to me just go in on my billfold and buy them the first 2 to 3 round of liquor. And after that, me I tell them, say, yo, me not powder man, you know.
See it.
So therefore, on sue me do, on have to buy, and we made $30,000 profit. That time, $30,000 profit would have been coming like, I don't know if a 200,000 or 3 million right
No,
now.
around 3
At
million
that
now.
time, in
Around
early
3 million now.
Yeah, yeah. And me virgin them screw by me, you know, I say, yo, really? But after that, them come forward for respect it, car. Them say me a radical. So them never expect say my radical thing have a certain sense of responsibility to it.
Yeah.
So them get to find that out. So it kind of distinguish me. You know what I say?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that again, too, and the engineering was interesting from telecommunication to industrial instrumentation. And so if you know the poem named I-Pen is strictly using the knowledge from engineering, applying it to social re-engineering.
Yasus. Yes.
Yes.
You have the eye pen off of your head there.
Yeah, what you mean, man?
Lick it now.
Observation, inspiration, meditation. Charged with vibration. Climax reaching orgasm. I pen mechanism is ejaculating, and I see men flowing from my pen. Warriors of humanity, enemies of autocracy, champions of right, children of light, fighting against evil, Satan, the devil, soldiers of the army, destroying apartheid and poverty, establishing free man, free woman, equality and liberty. I tongue is the pen of a ready writer, writing upon the winds of time. I mind writes upon the fleshy pages of my heart. I eyes the mirror of yesterday, today, and tomorrow. I'm seeking divinity, propagating I thoughts by the powers of telepathy, giving thanks and praises unto the Most High, His Imperial Majesty, Emperor Haile Selassie, Jah Rastafari, as I see men, women, and children flowing from I pen, mightier than the sword, every time.
Yeah, and it's a special reason why I ask you, to that, because since
Tell
you just
me.
rope it in, I never planned for it's just spontaneous. Because I remember when you had that, when you launched that, we had a little magazine, Rastford and myself and Dub Traffickers, we had a magazine named Poor Information, and I think you were like the third or the second, feature we had in that magazine, and with you and it was like you was presenting a book to someone or something like that. I don't know if you remember that.
Hold on, no. Let me remind you if you remember.
Yeah.
I graced the cover of Poem Information and I was presenting a book to Burchell, white man who is a black man, the Minister of Education, Youth and Culture at the time.
Yes. For real. All right, so
and that was before iTunes and the II something them. So in a sense, I wrote that poem in 1985, bro.
Wow. I never
So
manifested
therefore,
till what? So till what?
the
15
I
years
something where them
after?
are come with them now, with them in front of them by decades, bro.
True.
And you can ask Jabez, big up yourself, Jabez. You remember Jabez?
Yeah, man.
Jabez do the artwork for the poster poem, This was how Aine Kamosi introduced me to Fatis, who produced the song named Anna.
Yeah.
Until Aine Kamosi started producing an album with I. So even my current album now with What a Sin Thing featuring Aine Kamosi, that was the genesis of it as well.
Mm-hmm. All right. So after Cast now, and you started to feel out the whole stage work and performing in front of people. Talk to us about those early days now, going out and, maybe your first big your first break into the system, into the system?
Well, boy, between me was like a celebrity poet at Cass, performing at Chartwood, the nursing school, Michael. I remember now, you have to say we toured a weekend because we went to Manchester High School and perform at the event. So that was kind of the precursor for what happened subsequent. And then obviously the events and campus, I was a staple. Now after Cass still, it kind of did rough still because my girlfriend Twiggy left me things and me turn gruff. My mother wonder if her son go college go turn idiot. The community people I wonder if her education turn me an idiot and them I wonder if people who be upon me and the pressure is on. One of my virgin named Kurt Dunkley, him come look for me one day and me say I send him, and I say wait, I send you come. Him laugh and say, how you know? I say, them in a seat by your man. He must say, and them a mad man, them say, if you come check out if you are mad for you. And so that whole vibe there, and then now, me have to give thanks for people like the woman named, you remember this lady named Miss Hamilton, where used to do the African Liberation Day show?
Yeah, man. African Liberation Day. Yes, man. You remember them early days, man?
Yeah, me used to do them show at the Connolly House where Professor Hicklin have that place now, and school of drama, and we used to do some stuff down at the waterfront and down by the ACIJ, and we do some stuff with Sistine Theatre Collective. So those events and those institutions really give an eye and Poetry Corner down up a Hope Garden and Edna Manley with our Black and Nabby. Uku used to be around at the time, Tamlin Ellis, Poets in Unity, Shakaban Tuta, Malachi Simit. We are Cherry Natural now, we're a part. I started a group called Grassroots Vision Theatre Collective.
Yeah.
We had Cherry Natural in that, Mad Franco, Teeny Bop, so other youth from Nannyville, Chrissy, Virgin Name, Elard, Lexi Farm, and we toured the island. We went to Kendall, we went to Silo, we went to Mike Town, and some other places. And those were really crucial times. We set the foundation. As a matter of fact, that was what inspired now me to write a proposal to the Ministry of Education, Youth and Culture at the time, and which led to the Jamaica Day celebration, as well as the Culture Agency Program of Jamaica, and led to the government policy document on culture and education, cultural entrepreneurship and cultural tourism, of which I am one of the most significant non-governmental contributor to that government policy document.
Okay.
And so that book that you see me presenting to Bertrell Whiteman and Poem Formation, that was the genesis of this which I'm speaking about. And it is there as evidence and testimony of which I'm talking.
Yes. So, treading with the other poets them in those years, you mentioned, some names, Tamlin Ellis and Malachi and so on, and, obviously now you just start talk now about recording, putting your stuff on recording. So talk to us about that early recording period of your first poem that actually went on a record.
Well, all right, good vibes. There is a good interview, So hear this now. You see the same youth I tell you, call him Sammy Dread.
Yes.
Sammy Dread was so touched what I do for him. But he's a racehorse, man, I don't really buy them things this thing, but he buy racehorse and he win some money. And he say, I'm going to produce an album with me. And I say, so why you produce an album? Why not just produce a 45? Well, him over ambitious, him produce an album. So we started to work on that project in the summer of 1985, I think it was. Could have been 84, but say between 84 and 85. At Skillman Recording Studio in Montego Bay. And the band that was playing for us was really Sugar Miner band called Black Roots. I think they named Gifted Roots at some point, but Black Roots at some other point. We talk about Barnabas and drums, Scully and percussions, Danny Axman, who played for Bonnie Whaler up to recent times, was on bass. And Gladdy was on keyboard. When I remember the brass section, some youth used to be in the army, but them from Montego Bay. So my brother named Jethro, I in the rope them in still, because them used to live at Unity Hall. And a youth named Roach, Tony Roach, I think them call him. I used to be a singer. I don't hear my record anymore still. But the first one from that project was Feel Like Crying. But we can't get the entire long story because all kind of stuff happened. But
we have to go play it.
Retain.
Yeah, we have to go play it. So just do a quick wrap up and then we'll go right into it.
Right. So yeah, we are almost a wrap it up person now. So Feel Like Crying came out of that recording session, as well as Meditate, Love and Affection, Look to Africa. And then now, but because of money struggle and the man them start an album and couldn't finish it. So you know, it showed the wisdom of why we never just do a single. Anyhow, we went to GG Records at Torrington Road, Torrington Bridge in the Hero Circle.
Yeah, man.
And we recorded a song called Anti-Little Law, which came out, and when I read him the name again, you had the Culture and the rhythm, and Chalice was on the rhythm too, with Pocomina Day and all them kind of I did Anti-Little Law. Yeah. So that actually came out in the late 80s, and then when we salvaged the tape and reset the thing, Feel Like Crying came out on my first dancehall baptism album.
All right. Make we hear the listeners here, because Feel Like Crying sound like a day that they do it. So
them are good.
Yeah, man. Every time I listen, it's like a day that they do it.
The Asian future.
Yes,
when you say we are the Asian future, you just give me some strength a while ago.
Yeah, man. All right. Feel Like Crying.
Like sigh. So when I check the situation, even the state of the nation, the economic situation, and then the looting and shooting, and the innocent killing, like we life got no meaning, and like we don't have no feeling. It make me feel like crying. I feel like crying. Sometimes I feel like sigh. So when I check out South Africa, and all the blacks them are suffer, and then I think about Ethiopia, and now we face with hunger. When we go remember Jamaica, and all the people them are suffer. I'm about to look to the foreigner. It makes me feel like sigh. I feel like crying. I'm not lying. I really feel like crying. Sometimes I feel like sighing. So why they change up with culture? And then they take it from Africa. We want to know we own culture. If it's evil, we live it in Jamaica. Until we reach for that. Until we reach for that Africa. Shut we went from Gaza. We can change up to nature. And the class that we know we own culture. So we can live up to we culture. Right in Jamaica. Until we reach for the Africa. Until we reach for the Africa. Until we reach for the Africa. And at the time I won't feel like crying. I won't feel like sighing. Just feel like living. Just living to my culture. Right down in Africa. I'm just a please out me maker. But right now, I feel like crying. I feel like crying. Sometimes I feel like sighing. We long into my culture. We long singing for Africa. Show us every went wrong, Jaja, so we can change our behavior. And little after that, we know we own culture, so we can live up to we culture. Right in Jamaica, until we reach further Africa. 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 Until we reach further
Yeah, man, one of the classics in the dub poetry world, you know. Feel like crying. Yasus, yeah, man. Feel like crying.
Give thanks, man.
I tell you.
I'm happy for you. I said that. And you're the only one who said that.
Yeah,
That look like a really true.
It's a dub poetry classic, that, man. Feel like crying.
Yeah, man. Give thanks.
Yes, man.
Thanks.
Or
you see, my brother, listen to me as a tea, you know. You're very perceptive, you know, because remember my first recording that, you know, and when a child is born, in my born, I cry, you know, if he not cry, the nurse slap him on him bottom.
True.
So therefore, that is my, you know, birth song, call it that way.
Yeah, man, and it is a classic, straight. So
give thanks. And when we performed it a little while back in the UK with the mayor in the front row. If you go on YouTube, you see it, and up to now, people talk about that performance and the particular song a lot. So yeah, it's a classic.
Yeah, man. All right. Who are some of your inspirations, into the whole poetry business?
Right, it's a good question that. You have a teacher, it may seem tangential, but he was Trevor Monteith at grade 5 in Arley School. So he used to, I think it's Wednesday or Thursday we used to have poetry class, and he would give us poems to recite. And then the male student, them now remember the poem, I don't learn it all next week, Wednesday, I think it was Thursday. Next week, Thursday, they might get beaten. And me are the only one who always never get beaten. And me will remember, me can recite my poem from in a class from this week. So next week, me I run it off like the back of my hand. So him kind of start to pay some special attention to I and encourage me in the poetry thing and in English and some other thing. And he was the one who recommended that I take the scholarship and things. So beyond that now, Alga McDonald, Mrs. Alga McDonald at the St. Elizabeth Technical High School who read that poem. But beyond that now, obviously we can't escape the influence of Miss Lou. To a lesser extent, Claude McKay. After a time, we got introduced to this poet called Adan the Wang, who I think was a Chinese, only turned out not to be. While at CAS, we learn of both Linton Kwesi Johnson, Muta Baruka, Oko Onura, who happened to have been the same Alan the Wang, Benjamin Zephaniah. Then, as I was saying to you later on, the other poets from the Edna Manley scene. And then further afield. Otherwise, but when we were at CAS, on a site, Rastafari Vibration, we used to really listen a lot to Bob Marley and Peter Tosh, Bonnie Whaler, Sugar Minot, Pablo Moses, Ijaman Levi. So they, and Big Youth, Daddy Hugh Roy, they kind of provided a kind of the musical, revolutionary, roots reggae kind of vibration, and then we kind of harmonize that with the poetic energy that we had coming up through the years, and so it's an eclectic, is an eclectic source of inspiration, to be very honest, and that is reflected and continues to be reflected in my work up to this day.
Yes, yeah, man. It clearly, man. I mean, the names that you call. I mean, when you perform and when you recite and when you do your poem, it's like you hear all of them influences there for true.
Well, give thanks to Brother Carr. Just as evidence, well, Bonnie Wheeler have a song named Rock and Groove.
Yes.
When I first time put my voice on cassette was to that rhythm while at CAS.
Oh. Yeah. So, late 80s into the early 90s now, that was a time now when, you kind of started to move into the consciousness of, the society in general, and people started to hear your work more and more, you get in your earplay and so on. I want you to just diverge a little and just talk to me about the Garnet Silk years.
Right. So in the late 80s now, I met Garnet Silk. He was introduced to me by Tony Rebel, who my sister used to teach at Ferguson's College. And I was interviewed when we did that show at Manchester High School when Buddy Joe was the MC. There was a youth called Fitzroy Edwards who was working at Radio Central. So my name started buzz around the era and the connections and so all of them, kind of excited and want to meet me. And then Tony Rebel was one of the earlier ones based on the link with my sister and my nephews and nieces. And so one day we woke up at Mandeville Plaza and he introduced me to Garnet Silk. And we kind of hit it off and we become like a twin.
Yeah.
So even if Garnet Silk is not here, and even if Rebel and I'm a bridging at the minute, him and my brother.
Right.
Importantly. And we don't change that. And we are a twin, in my view. And I wouldn't doubt them either. Mm-hmm. And so that was a critical, it's hard to explain, but there was a kind of connection.
Yes.
It's almost like a deja vu. It's almost like we know each other maybe centuries ago.
Yes.
And so them did kind of see me as a philosopher. So them start asking me about Bible, Christ, Rastafari, Africa, the whole heap of something. And so we started to reason and that develop a kind of friendship and a camaraderie and a brethrenship which laid the foundation for the Christian soldiers. And so, long story short, we can't talk all the detail, but I produced Garnet Silk birthday bash on his birthday. I didn't know it was his birthday. But, we had some plans and him called up Bridget Anderson and said, Bridget, give us all of the date we are available between now and a certain time. And she called out some date and I said, boy, I like the 2nd of April, And Luffy, that him wife, him woman, said, but a Garnet Silk birthday that. And I said, well, all right, a Garnet Silk birthday bash. Yeah. And so that was how I started, and we did that. And then it's a long story, we can't go into the details.
Yeah, man, I know.
For some reason now, we wanted to do another event to kind of pay tribute to Tony Rebel and his contribution. Tony Rebel never liked the idea of a birthday bash and some other little Ray. And me psychologically seduce him. Come and say, yo, you're going like a U.S. salute. And a U.S. salute, bro. We are salute all of we are rebel. and the argument, the holy man thing. So I produced the first 3 rebel salute.
Yeah.
You don't want to go in
all right. So hold it there, so So because you ain't got it no, like twin and them something, the first
triplet.
Yeah, the triplet. All right, the triplet. The Trinity. You did a recording with Garnet. I know you did. You might do a few, but the first one, was it? I Can See Clearly.
Yes.
All right. Just tell me about the inspiration of that, because I remember at them time I just left high school them time there, and I know we used to see it in a mainstream. We used to hear it in a mainstream, and we see the videos in that because rapping. I think you came and rapping. Them time I was a fan of rapping. And you and Garnet came and rapping and did that song. So tell me about the inspiration of that actual work. I Can See Clearly before we go into it.
Right. Me chop it up now. So Courtney Cole called me on the 3rd of September 1990 and tell me, say, if you come in the studio the following day. So I say, Courtney Cole, tomorrow my birthday, man. I can't come on the studio, man. I don't do the work. Him said, then the best day that for work. And somehow that kind of hooked me. I said, well, all right, sir. Tomorrow. We now drive and, the thing go. And me I say, Silk, we have to go studio tomorrow. And he said, but me not nothing for wear. I said, so you naked then? He said, oh, you mean say me naked, I said? He said, you not nothing for wear. Go home, go wash the clothes and put it behind the fridge and make sure say, man, and me check you ready. And we charter a taxi from Ligani. And we go pick him up over Pembroke side, and we were on our way to Ocherios at Grove Broadcasting Studio.
Yes.
With Courtney Cole from Roof International. Barry O'Hare was the engineer and thing. While on the way though to Ocherios, him say, Yasus, you know, say me get a dream. And you are the writer, man. Me I go tell you the dream and you write it to me. And him tell me a dream where I'm going with Haile Selassie in a vision and a walk around and give everyone something. So that turned out to be, I wrote the first 2 verses of I Saw Zion in a vision.
Mm-hmm.
So anyhow, when we go to the studio, them a play the hip hop soap rhythm.
Mm-hmm.
And me I go find something on it, him I go find something on it. Jigsy King was there, Brushy One String, President Brown, Mickey Simpson, obviously Court Nicole and Barry O'Hare, the whole crew, you know that little crew there.
Yeah, man.
And Professor Frisky was there too. And so Silk come to me and say, Yasus, you know how long more me in a studio together? You can't leave the studio today and me in a combination, you know.
See it.
At that time, me never really fathomed the idea of a combination. It was new to me. So it was Silk's idea, but Silk is one of my greatest fans. Enough people don't even know that. I am one of his greatest as well. Not just fan, but supporter.
Me hear you talk that all over. Yeah. Mm.
Yeah. And so what happened is that fan Silk want a combination, then it's a done deal. So me say, all right, Silk, but me hear what you say. And him draw for the Johnny Dash and Silk Vice always get me still and inspire me and thing. And but me I say, hold on, man, sing that again. I'm going to hear good way, man. Say, me say, hold on, pull it up the barrier. Sing that again, Silk. And the man go in it and say, Yasus. And me say, what's your troubles? Wash them all away. This chewed up splint in about 13 pieces.
Wow.
So me say, how it sound? The man them say, how it sound? Quote the course, you better go on the quick work card before you forget where you say. And me go around there and lick it down in about 5 minutes. So anyhow, I was living in Mandeville at the time, Hanbury Road, and me go Spanish Town and take a bus going to Mandeville. Before me reach home, the song become a hit, you know. Because when me come off in a Mandeville town, one youth said to me, say, boy, I'm here and a white girl do a song, it sound wicked, man. Say, me and a white girl. And Muta Baruka, you are here and nothing say me, man. That time when Silk did just come out due to the high pitch and the fast of people did not think a woman, you know. Me I tell you that, you know.
Yeah.
This a virgin not only think he's a woman, and think he's a white woman. Or a white girl.
Yeah.
And so me say, no, man, me dismiss him and me gone home and me a yard. When me go to the bus stop, not really bus stop, the taxi stand, a virgin said to me, he said, boy, me hear you do a combination there. What a tune wicked, man. Me said, virgin, me not know about not doing a combination. I must motor your talk. He said, no, man, me not know motor. He said, all right, me not think so, do. And no, me said, me not think so. Me said, no, me not about not doing a combination. So me go home to my yard. Then my baby mother at the time said to me, he said, me hear you and Silk do a song there. Me say, you a keep up the same arms house too? Man, yo, the only sing combination I ever did in my life, a while ago, I left the studio, come straight home. She said, then that's the song? I said, no. She said, then call your name. So I said, hold on there. And I take up the phone and I call Court Nicole and I said, wow, him and Silk are dead with laugh.
Then put it by here right away.
With laugh then. and them I say, when them left the studio, them just go down, go cut couple dub plate and care about the first one, go get Yomoja Ben Naya. And the people, them at RFM, turn this song in a relay. It pay about 8 to 10 times for the day.
Wow.
So we want to say give thanks. Me no want RFM here talk to me, but we want to give thanks to RFM.
You must man the RFM and the inspiration, man. We are going to I Can See Clearly right now. Yeah, man, right now.
Yes, I am.
Good to see my way through. Yeah, got to see my way through. I can see clearly now, the rain is gone. I can see all the obstacles in my way. All of the dark clouds are fading gone. It's gonna be bright, sunshiny day. Oh, it's gonna be bright, sunshiny day.
Wash your troubles, wash them all away. Come make you work, fi find a new day. And if you work, you must get your pay. The words of Father, you must have it up. And that the way you must find a new day. Come make you work, fi find a new day.
I think I can make it now, the rain is gone. All of the bad feelings have disappeared.
Progress is the name of the game. Now bother worship your riches and fame. Feed the hungry, help the lame, shelter the shelterless and feed the children. No, now bother bow down to the heathen. Your words and your work, you know God will bless, and ultimately you must find a new rest. You get for your pay in a the new day.
Look straight ahead, nothing but clear sky. Look straight ahead, nothing but blue sky.
So that we find a new day, like birds of a feather, make we come together. Now bother fight against we one another. Come make we help we build a strong future.
I can see clearly now, the rain is gone. I can see all obstacles in my way. All of the dark clouds are fading gone. Oh, it's gonna be bright, bright, sunshiny day. Yes, it's gonna be bright, bright, sunshiny day. Well,
wash away your troubles, wash them all away. Come make you work, fi find a new day. And if you work, you must get your pay. The words of the Father, we must have to obey. And so we know we have to find a new day. Come make we work, fi find a new day.
I think you can make it now, the rain is gone. All of the bad feelings have disappeared. The rain is gone that I've been praying for. Oh, it's gonna be bright, bright, sunshiny day. Oh, it's gonna be bright, sunshiny day.
Progress is the name of the game. Now bother worship your riches and fame. Feed the hungry, help the lame, shelter the shelterless and feed the children. Now bother bow down to the heathen.
Nobody bow down to the Eden. Yes,
No,
Yasus. I tell you, man. I say at them time, and I start really taking the eye, them time there, because I tell you, so I think gonna do a rapping show with
Hold on there now.
yeah.
Hold on there now.
Yeah.
Sorry for interject, but listen, you know the history. There's a daughter who I work with. All right, API interviewed I when I was on campus about the visit of the Queen in the 80s. This lady named Stevenson, forget her last name I know, but she went abroad and studied, and she came back to Jamaica. Then they were having the Clarendon College 50th anniversary celebration.
Yes.
And they invited me there, and me carry Garnet Silk with me.
Mm-hmm.
And if you go on YouTube, you see that.
Yes.
It has quite a bit of views on it.
Mm-hmm.
And so, that was how that came about, because the song, was popular, getting a lot of airplay all over the place. And we, I used to promote a few dances as well as stage show.
Yes.
And don't forget, if you go on YouTube, me tell your listeners, go on YouTube or look up me and Garnet Silk and Stone Love at Circle B Farm in St. Anne in 1992.
Yes.
And when me touched the mic, the fence nearly tear down.
Mm-hmm.
And Garnet Silk, now, when we performed that together, and Conquering Lion, Silver Hawk, African Star, Stone Love, all over the place, Kilimanjaro, if him not said it, or them like a slur there, me have to pull up again, me nah come in. I love that. It kind of give me a vibe.
Right. Yeah, man. So obviously, I mean, the passing of Garnet would have been a very emotional time for you, them time there, I mean, you can't leave it alone if you want, but I mean, just talk to me about that period of life at that time.
Yeah, obviously it was heart-rending, because remember we developed a friendship where we're not only friends, we are twins, triplets. And so, like you lose a part of you. But you see, what happened before that was very interesting. I touch upon it too deep, but I can glance at it, because after we promoted Garnet Silk Birthday Bash, Carrie and Garnet do the second birthday bash in St. Anne. And at the news, me hear about it, pan.
Wow.
So me the kind of bring it on them, because we don't really hide with things, and you know what I mean? And so me I tell, Culture Not have a song named Elbow Room at the time, and me I say, yo brother, we not look friend or enemy, you know. So we are going to some elbow room and we give you some too. Because me I say, not if me mother children me not love like the eye them, you know. And no one couldn't come pull off that with I and I. Oh, no make that happen. Even if you never want me perform or no want to do the show by yourself, pay me the courtesy, bro.
Right.
And me screw upon them, but Ghana still give him the credit, him reach out to I and I. So if we cut the story short, one day him like a brother name, I may call people name, not because I want to call people name, but people supposed to can verify what me I say, just in case me I tell lie and I make trouble. So Paul, who me name Lige Amlak, him actually spend him time at my place. Ghana still tell me, say, yes, so if you know no son, you can adapt that one. And he say, him look like you. and him so him stick to me close. And so him come link I and me have a little move I make, so me I run him up at him house. That time me have me look Honda Civic. And when me go to Ghana Silk gate, Ghana Silk say, Yasus, don't left me gate or don't come check me, you know. He said, me dep on a move, man. That time me have a sister in Monks, me dep on a move, man. He must say, Yasus, you know, say, me not deal with you how me fi deal with you, but don't follow me. He say, everything cool. He say, Yasus, enough time if you call you, I'm going to call you, you know. But don't follow me, Yasus. Don't left me gate and don't come check. Say, everything cool, man. Me link you. He must say, Yasus, you know, say, enough time if you call you, I'm going to call you, but not follow me, man. Don't left me gate and don't come check me. And you know, say, that's something that touch me heart that me I say, Jano, my yo, me can't make you get the wrong impression, you know. Me turn off the car engine. And I said to his sister, and say, me soon come. And you see, by the time he bust the gate, the man run out and give me a half Nelson, hug me upside with that me nearly choke. And him say, Lovey, see me and him coming up. And Ray, blah. Between me and my brother. The man said to me, say, he kind of see him there, you know. And this time long before him tried, you know. The man said to me, say, Gone, Yasus, how you check that? Suppose a man come and kill me right now. What do you think would happen to me? And by the time I go start answer him say, don't say another word, and him run for a video camera. And come forward. Me can call people name again. G-Force from Stone Love was there. Richard Partman who turned